Welcome to Rockingham Speedway, qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. Here on Thursday night in the Sidewinder Racing Leagues, we watch the one Ian Montro's first car down and away onto the track. We'll ride along with him as he sets the benchmark time for everybody to shoot for. See him hustling that car into turn number one, back in, kicking out on him. High Rock Vodka Chevy. Right up in that high line through 3 and 4. First lap is in. 25.804. Our benchmark time. Christian Delgado beats that at the 25.6. Christian Boss. Travis Martin, top of the charts in the Ghostman Ford Mustang. Oh, big wiggle out of him out of turn number 2. He's going to lock it down and kill lap number 2. Save the race car. Travis Martin on his first lap sets that 25.44. Hayden Lowell just off the pace, not able to beat Travis's time. Cody Cleaver's second lap, see if he gains time. He went slower. But he'll remain in that third spot. Delgado 4th, Colin Teague 5th, Trenton Sneed out on track. He has completed his qualifying, 7th place. John Neckrich tried to get his decals on, but it has whited out his car, unfortunately. Don't know if I'll be able to help him in time with that. Second lap for him, slower. He'll remain in the 9th spot. Andrew Beach out on track, so is past champion Thomas Green. Cliff Mullins in the 37. Thomas jumps up to the 5th spot on his first lap. Nice lap for the Side Hustle Chevrolet. On track, Ethan Evers, Dan Robinson Jr., and Andrew Beach, along with the 3. Thomas Green, second lap quicker for him. He'll go all the way to the pole. Much quicker second lap. Surprising, most cars have fallen off lap number 2, so Thomas Green going to do the Kyle Larson into the barrel. Seems to be the thing to do tonight. Ethan Evers in the 8. Out of turn 4 and coming to the line on his final lap. He'll go slower on lap 2. And he'll wad it up into the wall, this time being original and hitting the wall and not the tire barrier, or the into pit road barrels. Trying to find Andrew Beach. Doesn't want to show his car right now. Sorry, Andrew. Everything doesn't want to show you. There you are. Travis Martin, as we saw him lock it down on lap number 2. So the only one really going now is Robinson. This is Resco Media 21 Toyota. 27 was taken, 21 was available, so he is in the 21. That's going to be hard for me to get used to. Dan's been the 27 for as long as I can remember. He's going to take a adventurous route to the start-finish line. Lap doesn't count because he got in the grass. If he can bring this around and not get any incident points, he should be 14th. Obviously going very slow in the front stretch, should not jump up very high. 24 cars here tonight. Low turnout due to the duels, I am sure. Looks like lap number 2 should count for Dan. And yet, it hasn't. He stayed on track, but I guess where he went off track on the front stretch, it killed both laps on him. That's what we're for qualifying. Thomas Green into 3 will be your pole sitter for tonight's 130 lap race from Rockingham. Don't see Thomas in chats. We can't talk to our pole sitter, but use your imaginations on how good he feels. You didn't want your laps to count. Just wanted some practice. There's the report from the 21 car. Dan just out there getting some laps in. No Thomas Green in chat, so let's go talk to the Ghost Man. Oh, there he is. Thomas, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Y'all know the rules. 4 tires in the pits. Good luck. Have fun.
Sorry, Hayden interrupted us. Well, we set it on pole in that side hustle Chevy. How do we feel about 130 laps around Rockingham tonight?
This place has always been brutal to me, so I'm really hoping to turn some luck around here. I think we did that in qualifying, but
Get on
yeah,
track.
it's gonna be tough for sure. This place is always difficult, so we'll see how I run long run pace. I'm not sure if I have it, but we're gonna find out. I know this place is fun, loose, high tire grip, so should be a good race to watch.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you, man.
That is Thomas Green getting the pole tonight in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. Let's go ahead and get our starting lineups underway. Thanks to Labor 12 for this awesome starting lineup music. We have Thomas Green in the 3 on pole. Travis Martin starts second in the Ghostman Ford. Hayden Lowell in the Napa Chevy roll off in the 3rd spot when he said he wasn't going to race tonight. Cody Cleaver. Cody Cleaver will start 4th in the number 2 National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevrolet. Andrew Beach in the Side Pipe Chevy starts 5th. Christian Delgado is 6th. Carla Teague 7th, Ian Montrose 8th, Ethan Evers 9th in the Fort Worth Screen Chevy, Trenton Steed, Stewie Tombstone Game Farm Chevy in 10th, Sam Vanderplatz the Crocs Ford in 11th, Joe Necker can't tell what he's trying to run because he got a decal issue, Cliff Mullins in the Pinnacle Trailer Sale Chevy 13th, Dave Hoytsville Labor 12 car 14th, Daniel Long Labor 12 Chevy 15th, Jay Much in the Arc IO Toyota 16th, Margison the Gamer Sup Chevy 17th, Dan Robinson Ruskin Media Toyota 18th, Gatlin Downey in the Drive Smart Chevy in 19th, JRDO Cave City Toyota 20th, Mark Dingman the Teamwork Chevy 21st, Jeremy Shera Circle Chevy 22nd, Jake Lawrence 10 Tenths Toyota 23rd, and Will Asher Brenner the Fort Worth Screen DDSRacing.com Chevy at 24th. 24 cars set to do battle here at Rockingham. Blaze through that starting lineup because it is a short lap. Pace car is off, waiting for the green. There it is, green flag in the air at Rockingham. Thomas Green going to lead him to turn 1. Travis Martin's going to give up second to Hayden Lowell. That transpired rather rapidly. See if everyone makes it off turn number 2. Turn 2 here is very treacherous. See, Beach all over the place in that 71. Dale Jr. throwback scheme. Turn 3 and 4 much wider. Lots of options down there. Turn 2 is scary. Dan Robinson has had an issue in the 21 to start the race. This is right at the front stretch. They're checking up in that outside line. J Munch loses a nose. Robinson loses a tail. That's like JR Deal lost his back section for a moment. That is an awkward start for the race. Dan Robinson well behind. Here is J Munch, Asher Branner, Jeremy Shears. The outside line checked up on the start. Here we are 3 wide for the lead. Travis Martin briefly down there, but still 2x2 for that front spot. Hayden down low, 3 of Thomas Green up high. Here's where it gets hard, coming off turn number 2. They give each other plenty of room there. Inside car can wash out and hit the wall. The outside car has to really cut that corner to run too wide coming off turn 2. Everywhere else is fairly wide open. You can see Dan Robinson down on the pit lane. Must have a bit too much damage to that car to be able to continue on without taking the fast repair. Top 2 doing such a great job to run side by side. Not easy. Showing off the talent behind the 3 had the 56 steering wheels. Travis Martin sitting there in 3rd, probably saving his tire. This place pretty rough on tires. See Hayden washing up a little bit there in the center of the corner. Should give him an angle to diamond it off. Yes, he does. Kind of can run 1 and 2 the way you run Dover. Enter low, drift it up, and then exit low. Helps you stay away from the wall on exit. It's like Thomas Green going to give up the spot, stop challenging, tuck in line, make some laps. Top 3 go single file. Cody Cleaver there in that 4th spot. Then a bit of a gap back to Andrew Beach. We saw him dancing all over the backstretch on lap number 1. He was able to settle down and hold on to 5th. Montrose 6th. Delgado 7th. Colin Teague 8th. Trenton Sneed 9th. And we get our first caution. Jeremy Shearer and Gatlin Downey on the backstretch. Oh my gosh. Shearer just nowhere to go there. The 05 gets into that outside wall, coming off turn number 2. Seen this so many times. Looks like he was trying to lock it up. Let's try to get a far chase view of this as we get the drone out. It's going to catch the outside wall on corner exit. You see this so many times, and that just doesn't go well for the car. Jeremy Scherer, just nowhere to go. Let's go with the cockpit for the 15 car. See Downey have the trouble up ahead, careens into the inside wall, and unfortunately, right back up the track. Jeremy Scherer, tough break. Well, let's see who's been to the pit lane. Cliff Mullins first one down. He's going to do a fuel stop. See the Wallen 23. He's got some damage he's fixing up. Right side, front and rear of the 23 has a little bit of crinkles. Similar story for Jay Munch. We saw him on the start get piled up and into. JR Deal saw him lose his tail section. The crews put it back on. So JR Deal has the back end again. All those cars still on a lead lap. Dan Robinson Jr. went 2 laps down with the green flag pit stop. He is getting one of them back here as the lucky dog. Then you have Downey on the pit lane, the front end of that car missing. We saw him have a heavy hit, so I'm sure he has a motor popped. And Jeremy Scherer, unfortunately, caught up in that one now, also showing 2 laps down. The top 15 cars stay out all the way back to Sam Vanderplat's in the Crocs 41. Cliff Mullins with the fuel stop, as was Mark Dingman. Asherbrenner had a 10-second stop. I think maybe he took a little bit of fuel and then waited. I think he wants to be in the back because this is a tough track. Asherbrenner just getting back to racing full time. He's been dealing with some things. Don't want to get any HIPAA violations, but Daniel Wallen, 23. The car looks much better than when he went into the pit lane. Right side looks much healthier. The J Munch car got 40 seconds of repairs. They put his back end back on. There's Asherbrenner rolling the pit lane to make sure he goes to the back as he topped off the tank. Robinson Jr. will be the last car as he is the lucky dog. And Downey and Scherer both on the pit lane after the tows. We'll see if they're able to get those tows, throw on the fast repairs, and get back out there. Currently 3 laps down for each car. Hopefully get back out there and continue on. Lights out on our iRacing pace car. Hayden Law, Thomas Green going to be your front row. Those two put on a whale of a show for the first about 6 laps before we got our yellow. Travis Martin, Cody Cleaver, Ian Montrose, Andrew Beach, Delgado and Teague, Sneed and Evers. That's your top 10. Margison right on the cusp of that top 10 in 11th. Dave Hoytsma, Jake Lawrence, John Neckrich, Cliff Mullins. All those cars have stayed out on this pit stop except Mullins, which showing him ahead of Vanderplat, but he's not. He came down the pit road to top off the tank. Thank you for the follow, Mike. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a delightful Thursday. We are 10 laps into this 130 lap race at Rockingham. Pace car is off, and here we go. Hayden Lowell jumps out to the lead ahead of Thomas Green. That battle took no time at all this time. Now Travis Martin's going to fight on the inside briefly. I think he'll kind of let Green go here. Usually the 63 saves his tires. And he's putting up the fight on this inside line. This is the Portrush Screen Printing Xfinity Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. You can check out more at dgsracing.com. Have 9 different leagues over there. Travis Martin still fighting for that second spot. Hanging himself from that inside. I thought he'd kind of let Green go and save his tires a bit, but he is putting up a fight. Rockingham notorious for wearing out the tires. Travis Martin notorious for saving tires. Appreciate you, Scott. There's a link to our Discord and our website if you want it. Well, one car, Ian Montrose, out of shape coming off the corner. Cleaver's going to get away from him, and Andrew Beach going to try to fill the position on the high side. Survives turn number 2 that time. Up ahead, Thomas Green has cleared Travis Martin. As Ian Montrose pushes Andrew Beach up the hill. Christian Delgado going to try to say thank you very much and get him 2 spots. Already gets by Beach. Now has Montrose up off the bottom. Montrose not able to hold the bottom in 3 and 4. Shoves Andrew Beach up the hill. Montrose very much a Chastain. So it's fitting that he drives the 1. Andrew Beach now to the inside of Delgado, trying to get his spot back in 3 and 4. Delgado washed up the hill. Side by side at the line as Hayden continues to lead. This is the battle for 6th. As the rest of the field seems single file. Ooh, Delgado had to really cut it off the wall there. Colin T giving Andrew Beach a push into the corner. Everybody's beating up on poor Beach here. Colin Teague 8th, Trenton Sneed 9th, and Ethan Evers 10th. Zach Margison right there in 11th. And a bit of a gap back to Daddy Dave. Like Jake Lawrence is sizing up Dave Hoisman, going for the move. Jake Lawrence trying to take that 12th spot. Cliff Mullins is there as well. As Dave goes up the hill. Whoa, Jake Lawrence, a big slide off the corner. 68 car. Just having a dance off that corner. Able to save the race car, but Cliff Mullins takes the spot. Cliff gets 2. Jumps up to that 12th spot. Now Jake's up high in 1 and 2. That's a scary place to be. You got to really trust that car on the inside. There's John Neckrich in the 6th. I'll have to help him with his decals. John, get with me after the race and we'll get you decaled up. JR Deal on the inside. Seems that inside off of 4 a bit loose as we saw his teammate Lawrence dancing around down there. That time JR Deal having a bit of a struggle in the 9. Back out front, Hayden has almost a half second over Thomas Green. He's got about the same over Travis Martin and the same to Cleaver. Montrose almost a full second back in 5th. And Delgado. Andrew Beach. Colin Teague under pressure. And there's Trenton Sneed putting to the outside of Colin Teague. Meanwhile, Margison trying to go the long way around the 8 of Ethan Evers just behind them. Inside car really has to pinch it down coming off turn 2. Can really slow you down. Ethan Evers fortunately had Colin Teague up there to hold off Margison because Margison had a head of steam coming. Ethan finds that looseness on that inside lane coming off turn number 4, and the 8's going to lose the spot to the 88. And Margison up into the top 10 for the 10-10 racing team. Now he looks to the outside of Colin Teague coming off of turn number 2. That gets really tight. Up ahead there was a battle going on. It looked like Andrew Beach and Delgado. Delgado to the outside. Delgado's going to make the move, so the outside seems to be their prevailing line as the tires wear out, and that was Colin Teague bouncing it off the fence in the 50. He got the wall coming out of turn 2. Margison gets him another spot up to the 9th position. Ethan Evers now going to try to pass the 50 down low. Try to get the last spot in the top 10. Side by side they remain. Cliff Mullins is caught up to him. Was a bit of a gap back to 12th. Cliff's run him down. "14 laps since we went back to green. Top 11 cars have not pitted at all. Cliff Mullins came down and topped off the tank. I don't think anyone took tires that time because it was way too early. If they did, it was probably a mistake. Ooh, Ethan drifted up the hill right in front of Cliff Mullins. Cliff had to really check up. Tried to change directions, get underneath him, but a little too late one to check up. Jake Lawrence in 13th is run down this pack. It's Colin Teague now a full second behind Margison. Teague kind of slowing down the group there. Trenton 8, Andrew Beach 7, Delgado 6, Montrose 5th. Cody Cleaver's caught up to Travis Martin. Martin, Thomas Green 3rd and 2nd, and then Hayden Lowell 1 second ahead. Napa Chevy on cruise control at the moment. 25 laps in. Montrose starting to fall back towards Christian Delgado. Delgado in that 6th spot. Montrose kind of known in SRL as a bit of a tire chewer. He may have burned him up already. He's now 2 seconds behind his teammate Cody Cleaver. Delgado, Sneed, Beach, those two teammates there, 81 and 71. Chance to Extreme Motorsports. Margerson for 10/10, then Colin Teague, Privateer. And he is holding up the group here. All kinds of fighting going on behind him as he has stacked them up. Ethan Evers going to get up and into the outside wall. The 8 car entered turn 3 and it just did not turn. Straight up the hill he went. He'll lose multiple spots. He was battling for 11th. Now Cliff Mullins holds that down. It's like Travis Martin in the 63 having a big bobble all the way down the backstretch. I think he got the wall coming out of 2, cost him 2 spots. See if we can take a quick look. It was a little too far back, but we'll wait for him. Let's go to the far chase, get the drone out. See, Travis was already up out of the groove as the 3 and the 2 went by, and then he going to get the outside wall right there. And it just dances the car down the backstretch, but survives. Still out there carrying on. Check back in with this group. Still packed up behind Colin Teague. They just can't get by that highlighter Toyota. Jake Lawrence went to the outside of Cliff Mullins, now to the inside of Colin Teague. He's going to be the next one to try and pass Teague. He's getting loose through 3 and 4. You saw that Toyota sliding. Still sliding is Jake Lawrence. He's going to go to the bottom here from that slide. Now we're 3 wide. That is Neckrich up at the top. Vanderplat's almost stuck it in there in the Crocmobile. Lawrence in that 68 red and white Toyota is sliding every which way. He's going to get the 6 of Neckrich and slide to the inside. That'll probably be the yellow as he gets back up on the track, and bam! Jeremy Scher gets him. Unfortunately, they're down off the racing surface. Now it might trigger. There it is. Finally get our yellow. Jeremy Scher came off that corner and just plowed into his teammate. Let's see if we can get a aerial here. Jake's going to get out of shape, come up the track, get into the 6 just so slightly, and that turns him into the inside wall. Man, that is rough on the 15. That's the second time he's clobbered somebody off of that turn number 2. I think Jeremy Scher called it a day after that one. Let's go in the cockpit here. Watch what the 15 sees. That was weird. What, just car brake? It sounded like something. Listen to it again. It sounds like something happens to it. Right there. Like a left front wheel or something. Never seen that in iRacing. What in the world? That was weird. Oh, that's what happened. Gatley down and he gets off the door of him. We couldn't see that from that other shot. 05 is the reason the 15 gets that sound and into the teammate. He's going to get the fence and then come right down into Scher. The Scher couldn't drive it. Right into the 68. Rough race for Scher. I think that's his night over. This is the 15. Already used one fast repair. That's his second one. Somebody on the pit lane now. That is the other end. I'm sure we're getting tires here as we've made it past 30 laps in. Hayden Lowell, Thomas Green, Cody Cleaver, Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Delgado, Sneed, Beach, Margerson, Neckrich, Ethan Evers, Cliff Mullins, Colin Teague, Vanderplatz, and J.R. Deal, Dave Hoytsma, Daniel Wallen, Mark Dingman. So they bring them off the pit lane. Everyone else is doing some damage repair. You want a duels update? They're in caution with 13 to go as a big wreck just went down. Lots of cars damaged. Spoiler alerts. What up, Cave City? How we doing? Welcome on in. $33 complete. Well, 32 complete. Working lap 33. 130 lap race, so we have made it past the 100 to go mark. Bang. That was a hard hit for Bladey if you're watching that duel race. Goodness gracious. So we're setting up for the restart here, 2x2. Field works through turns 1 and 2. Hayden Old Thomas Green will be the front row. I don't think anyone was crazy when the pit stop. Looks like everyone took tires. 14-second stops all the way down the board until you get to Llewellyn, who had a very short stop, so I'm not sure what was going on with the 23, but showing a .08 second stop for Daniel. Could just be iRacing being weird, because it also shows Neckridge didn't stop in his pits. Field works out of turn number 4. We get set for the restart. A fairly clean race so far. Thomas Green spins the tires, which is weird because they're brand new tires. He's going to be under attack from Cody Cleaver. The outside lane did not get going. Travis Martin right there in 4th. Now looks at the inside of Cleaver coming off turn 2. Tries to keep the nose in there. Meanwhile, Ian Montrose, Christian Delgado behind. Montrose gets on by. Montrose, as we saw that first run, burned up the tires quickly. I'm sure he will be on the charge early on here. Thomas Green settles for 2nd. Cleaver now solidly in 3rd. Travis Martin still peaking, just running his line at this point. And you have Montrose, Delgado, and a gap back to Trenton Sneed, Andrew Beach. There's Margison in the 88 and Ethan Evers into the top 10. Colin Teague there in 11th. Ethan with a big wobble in the 8 coming off turn number 4. That's going to allow Colin Teague by. Travis Martin now to the outside of the 2. Cody Cleaver. Go the long way around. Looks like he'll get that move done. Well done, Ghostman, through 1 and 2. Goes around the long way. There's Delgado back to Sneed and Beach. Marchison and now Colin Teague, your top 10. Cliff Mullins, way out of shape in the 37, gets into the grass coming off turn 4. I expected turn 2 to be the trouble spot, but they're having trouble coming out of 4, getting loose. A little surprising. There's Vanderplatz and Neckridge, the plain white machine. Hey Bob, how are you, bud? That's the battle for 14th as Vanderplatz holds on to that. Travis Martin now on the charge, working on the 3 of Thomas Green. This time on the inside, he went the long way around the 2. This time he was down the inside of the 3. Green fell way back off of the leader now, almost a full second. Stay with this 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place battle. All those cars on your screen now. Montrose is closed in on the back of his teammate here. There was a bit of a gap there at the start, or the restart. See Cleaver charging the corner entry a little bit more than Travis Martin is. Closed up the gap there. I think Hayden maybe wanted to be on the TV some, since we weren't showing him leading. He's backing up some. He lost about 2.5 tenths that last lap. Montrose all over Cody Cleaver's back bumper. See if we can go on board with the one car. There we go. Listen to the throttle control Rockingham requires. Sliding 4-wheel drift into the corner. Hear the bumps in the throttle undulation. See if he's running a diamond. Not quite as much as his teammate is. Cleaver a bit more of a diamond line than Montrose. This end of the track completely different. Hear all the throttle control. You don't hear that a lot in these Xfinity cars. It's fun to see them out there working. And this is also why this track is notoriously bad on tires. Let's listen in on the 56, see how it goes for him, and we'll flip the camera around, watch the back of the field. Not that different for our leader. Hear him working the throttle through 4. Uh-oh, Thomas Green has vanished. Oh, he's back. That scared me. He's gone again. He's back again. Just here working that throttle. It's not as simple as matting it down. You gotta work it. And that was from race leader Hayden Lowell in the 56. Thomas Green riding in the second spot. And Travis Martin in third, Cody Cleaver fourth, Ian Montrose. Your top 5, then the boss, Christian Delgado in 6th, Trenton Sneed 7th, Marchison in 8th, Andrew Beach, Pizza Boy is 9th, Ethan Evers in 10th. We don't have a cool nickname for him yet. We just have to call him Ethan Evers. Colin Teague in that 11th spot, the highlighter, Cliff Mullins. Big slide out of the 37, gets out of that turn 4. J.R. Deal in 13th, Sam Vetterplatte 14th, Jay Munch, the Art Guy O Toyota. Had a rough start to the race, but he's up to 15th now. Daniel Wall in 16th. Daddy Dave 17th, as Neckrich is on pit road right now. Dan Robinson in 18th, Martin Dingman 19th, Will Ashburner in 20th, all on the lead lap. There is Neckrich in the pit lane with his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pit crew. He is 21st, 1 lap down. Jake Lawrence 3 laps down after that incident that he had to take the tow. He was 22nd. Gatlin Downey 3 laps down, same lap. Currently 23rd, still running. And Jeremy Scher has retired his car after 2 incidents and no fast repair to use. That is your full field rundown at the end of lap 49. Oh, Thomas Green, a big wiggle out of the number 3 machine. He closed in on Hayden Wall quite a bit, but just gave up most of that. Got about 16 laps to go until we get to our halfway points at the end of the first half. Just call it the halftime points. So used to calling them stage points. We don't really have multiple stages, so it's kind of silly. Thomas Green, you see the back of that 3 car just evil, dancing all kinds of directions. Right on board with that, say the 2, Cody Cleaver. Let's jump on with him. That is Will Ashburner up on the wall, letting the leaders by, giving quite a lot of room. It's a tight spot to be coming off of 4. Seems like everyone avoided him. 31's having some trouble. Back end's been beat up. I think someone might have got him coming off the corner. Yeah, he's okay there. That turn 2 exit, it gets really tight. Delgado is going to clip him, according to iRacing. That's why the bumper disappeared then reappeared. Doesn't seem to have slowed down Delgado at all in a 13. Don't see any damage there either, so should be okay. It's a live look. He still looks good. Second, third, and fourth battles very tight, but no one has made any ground. So he's from fourth place. Cody Cleaver in the 2. He's the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevrolet right behind Travis Martin, the Ghost Man. Quickly closing in on the end of the first half. 11.5 laps to go. So we'll give out those points. Trying to find you some battles out there. Looks like Will Asherbanner's taking his car to the pit lane after all that. A lot of battles going on at the moment. This is 6th and 7th, Christian Delgado and Trenton Sneed. There's Ian Montrose in front of them. They're starting to catch Montrose. I think, once again, Montrose may have burned up his stuff as he's fallen off the top 4. Drifting back towards Delgado and Sneed. 10 laps to go. So we give out points to the top 10. Oh my goodness, Trenton Sneed back in. Having a bit of an issue coming off of turn number 2. Will Asherbanner, not a fan of Rockingham. The 31 car has retired from the race. He'll finish 23rd tonight. Now just 2 drivers running out on your leaderboard. That is Jake Lawrence, 3 laps down in 21st, and Gatlin Downey 3 laps down 22nd. Trenton Sneed looks inside Delgado. I love the onboards for this track. There's so much work to do behind the wheel and on the throttle. Now Trenton looking to the high side. See if he can get a run on Delgado coming off the corner. Set him up for turn 1. He's getting a good run. See if he's able to push it to the high side or if he crosses him inside. And Trenton just kind of backed off. He had a good run going though. See if he sets him off. Turn number 2, not quite. Margison behind him, fishtailing it off of turn 2. Tires are starting to wear out on these cars. 26 laps since they put on that last set of tires. Andrew Beach there in 9th. There's Ethan Evers in 10th. Show you the closest battle on track. That would be right here. Cody Cleaver, Travis Martin. Thomas Green started to pull away a bit from Martin. Cleaver to the outside. Really pushed it there. I think Travis will concede the spot, and there you go. Cody Cleaver getting 3rd place car. So he's going to try and catch Thomas Green now before the end of the stage. If you have any other close battles, Trenton Sneed, Delgado still nose to tail for 6th. You also have Margerson and Beach now side by side. Looks like Margerson trying to use the long way around. Still side by side. Now Beach lost the back end. That's going to concede the spot to Margerson. Beach now 9th. There's Evers in 10th. Currently holding that last point for halfway. Back to Trenton and Christian. Both catching Ian Montrose. Just 3.5 laps to go. Each position is a point if you can steal another spot before halfway. Trenton looking high on Christian Boss. I call him Boss because that's his Twitch name. See him get a bit loose on that inside. See if Trenton's able to capitalize or not. I think he kind of lifted on that slide. Heard him say he can go 40 laps on fuel. It's been 31 since they've been to the pit lane. We may actually see him go a full tire run, full fuel run, which will be rough on these tires. Cody Cleaver has caught Thomas Green. This is for 2nd. Cleaver to the inside of Green with a lap and a half to go. See if Green's able to carry the momentum on that high line with the tires worn out. Gets it right out by the wall. Cleaver trying to get the power down, about lost it. They'll stay side by side into turn 3. See if Cleaver can get the power down coming all 4, which we've seen a lot of drivers have trouble with. Lost a little bit of time, but he's able to keep the car from spinning. This is the final lap of the stage. We'll give away the points at the end of this lap, and it looks like Green going to be able to use the high line to hang on here. We go find Hayden. There he is, off into the sunset. 3 seconds ahead, and we get the caution. Hayden's going to pick up the points. First, we'll stay with the field crossing the line, and then we'll check out what happens so we can get our stage points in. Hayden Lull gets the 10. Thomas Green 9. Cody Cleaver 8. Travis Martin 7. Montrose 6. Delgado picks up 5. Trenton Sneed 4. Ethan Evers looks like he'll pick up 3. Sam Vanderplaat 2. Cliff Mullins will get the final point. Let's go back and see what happened as Martison's on the pit lane. Oh, Martison and Beach have a disagreement. See Martison get loose on that inside. He'll go off into the corner, drifts up into the nose of the 71, and that is the end of the 88's time in the top 10. He drifted up the track, caught the nose of the 71 of Andrew Beach, and into the wall he went. Unfortunately, that took out Beach as well. Beach still running, but he was in the top 10 going to get some stage points, and this knocks him out of that. So he goes down to the inside, sliding, tags the inside wall. Pretty rough hit, actually, for the 71. See if he was able to drive it back. He did. That is Andrew Beach taking a beating. Now we get to watch the race off of pit road once again. I'm sure after 35 laps, everybody's screaming for some tires. We've made it past halfway, though. Hayden Lull, Thomas Green, the 2 of Cleaver, then Martin, Montrose, Sneed, Delgado, Evers, Vanderplaat, Mullins, and Lawrence and Llewellyn. There is Beach. And Dave Hoytsma. Beach fell to 13th there. Mark Dingman, J.R. Deal, Dan Robinson Jr. Robinson back on the lead lap now. After pitting under Green, Robinson Jr. back to the lead lap. Hayden Lull is your leader. There goes the 6 of Neckrich on the lucky dog. He'll get his Artemis Esports machine back to the lead lap. Unless he just blew by everybody on accident. Here comes the pace car back again. I'm confused. Who knows what Neckrich was doing? He is headed to the back of the field. Jake Lawrence should get the wave around here. 68 car right behind the pace car. I think he's hoping for a quick caution so he can get this lap back, because it's been 36 laps since that car has been serviced. Jake going to have to get that caution quick, or he's going to have to come pit under yellow. I mean under green, sorry. Jake currently 20th, 2 laps down. Cody Cleaver finds himself 17th. What happened to Cody? Let's find out. Cody, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we've been seeing you battle up in the top 5 most of the race. How do we end up back in 17th?
I legitimately have no idea. I was in the pit road. There was a clear all, and suddenly it kicked me back. I at no point had a black flag.
Interesting. Did you pit as the caution was coming out or anything like that?
Nope.
That is bizarre.
Yeah,
all right.
So I don't know what happened.
It's just weird. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Cody Cleaver doesn't know how he got back there, so it's not just us that doesn't know. Cody Cleaver went from top 5 back to 17th, tail end of the lead lap. Hey, Jeremy Scherer, sorry your race went so rough, buddy. pace car is off as we finish up the nice lap. Start lap 70. Hayden gets the jump over Thomas Green. The outside each time has been a bit of a struggle on a restart. Travis Martin tries to take advantage and get second here. And Montrose settles in fourth. Trenton Sneed up into that fifth spot with Cody Cleaver going to the tail of the field. So far, so good. Everyone surviving the restart. Cliff Mullins, and that is J Munch pounding the outside wall in that 69 car. That is a hard hit. See if the car's steering's still okay, because that one's rough. Looks like he's alright, just losing ground. Mark Dingman on the flat. 82. Outspun out. He's heading to the tail of the field. Cody Cleaver's up to 14th from 17th on the restart. Take a look at our biggest movers. Remember, this is from the start of the race. J.R. Deal's picked up 5 since we dropped the initial green, up to 15th. Trenton Sneed up 5. He's currently running in 5th. Colin Teague, the highlighter, has lost quite a few spots, back in 18th, a lap down. They're starting in the top 10. The 2 car. Been running in the top 5 most of the race. See how he rebounds during this run. J.R. Deal inside his teammate 69 of J Munch. J Munch down the hill. Maybe he's not. I forget what team J Munch is on. He's in there, yeah. Hayden leads Thomas Green. Travis Martin this time does not have the big lead. Green staying with him. Usually Hayden stretches out to about a second and then rides. Maybe he wanted to be shown on TV some. And fourth caution is out. Colin Teague, the highlighter, we just talked about him. He's up behind Dan Robinson Jr. Robinson gets the wall early on. Then he's getting very sideways and collects Colin Teague. Colin just wrong place, wrong time there. Nothing of his doing. Catches the inside wall. That was a 21, Dan Robinson Jr. That was a big struggle there. See if we can ride along with the drone here on the 21. Had a bit of an adventure. Slides it in there. See the fire coming out the pipes. Gets sideways off the wall. He took tires on his last stops. It's a little surprising he had this much trouble. Collects the 50 of Colin Teague, and he noses into the inside wall. So we said Colin Teague, just wrong place, wrong time, and he was the first car a lap down when that happened. But since he was in the incident, I believe Lucky Dog will go to this car. The Artemis Esports number 6 for John Neckrich. And that will get John back on the lead lap. Well, interesting call here. I don't think anyone's going to take tires 9 laps after taking tires, but we'll see if anyone takes the fuel. I heard Trenton say the number's 40, and that will get you really close. Be about 14 laps short. Set you up for a splash and go or 2 tire stop maybe if you come down here. I don't think anybody wants to do 2 tires at Rockingham, but hey, it opens up the playbook a little, right? Let's have a chat with someone. Let's pick. I already talked to Thomas. He was pole sitter. Is Hayden hanging out? He is. Well, from likely not to run this race to leading right now and leading most of this event. How's it going out there in the 56 Napa Chevy?
It's going good. Just kind of running my race, saving my tire, keeping the car underneath me, and it's worked well so far. Got the stage win. Still got 2 tire sets left in the pits, but I think Thomas is pretty even with me on a short run, if not a little bit better. So long runs of my friend. We'll see if we can get this thing to victory lane.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
And back in his team chat, that is your race leader, Hayden Lowell in the 56. Let's see if we can track down Who have I not talked to yet? Talk to Travis. Travy Trav, DG, got a copy?
What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot, dude. How are you?
I'm great, man.
We're riding in the third spot so far tonight. You've been putting on a good show, putting up a fight there early in the runs, and then kind of settling in about the third or fourth spot so far tonight. How's it been out there overall?
Just trying to figure out how to get these tires to save. Did better on the second run there. Cody was still doing a better job than I was, so got to figure out how to get on par with him and Thomas and Hayden. But we'll see what we can do here. I think this is shaping up to be a good run.
10-4, and Cody's back up to 12th after going to the tail of the field, so we'll see if he can get back up there and give you a fight.
We'll see him in a few laps, I'm sure.
But good luck.
See.
Travis Martin, we'll get him back to his chat so he can get his stream back on. There he goes. I try to get it back there quicker than most guys, so he can. He usually streams to his group so he can get some spotter help. We got Hayden and Green on the front row. Montrose Martin row 2 and Sneed Delgado row 3. Welcome on everyone that just finished up watching the duels. This is Hayden Lowell and Thomas Green. Get us going here. Travis Martin, this time not alongside Thomas Green, so Green a little bit better restart there on the high line. Now Travis dives it on there in their 1 and 2. And Montrose is going to fight to the outside of Travis Martin, try to take away the third spot on the high line. And then Martin, from his interview, trying to save the tire. So he may let Ian go here. Pushing Delgado up into the top 5. Hello to all of his friends and family on the Twitch side. Trenton Sneed in the 6th spot. Travis Martin still side by side with Montrose. I thought he would let him go, but he's pushing the issue a little bit. Doesn't want to give up too much time early on. Thomas Green has actually caught up to Hayden Lowell. Cody Cleaver in the 2, dropping back. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, that's Cliff Mullins dying on the backstretch without bringing out a caution. And that's where Cody Cleaver gets some damage. Cliff Mullins, oh my gosh. Cody Cleaver, looks like he got, at the end of this, got out of shape going for 3 and 4. That's where he's pushed up into the wall, then he slides it out into the apron. Hangs onto the race car, we stay green. Goodness, that is going to hurt Cleaver though. Back in 17th, and now the caution comes out. And oh no, did we jinx the Ghost Man? Mark Dingman involved in it as well. Oh my gosh. See Martin ahead of Delgado. Delgado gets him in the rear going into the corner. Just too much speed out of the 13. Turns Travis Martin. Andrew Beach coming there and gets him. Mark Dingman trying to stay out of it, but he has brakes locked and slides into Martin, loses the nose. And poor Travis Martin just hanging out having a good time. Gets punted by the 13 of Delgado. My goodness. Let's see if we can get a cockpit ride along on the 13 of Delgado. And Martin did give up the spot eventually to Ian Montrose, and as soon as he did, Delgado just charging the corner, gets into the back of the Ghost Man. And that is going to doom Travis. And then watch the Ghost Man car slide down, get tagged by Beach there, and then Mark Dingman just slides in late. See if we can go on the onboard for Mark. His car's sliding every which way there. And the back tire's struggling for grip. You can see the wreck up ahead. He's locking it down, but loses control of it. Just nothing he could do when a tire's locked up. Dingman slides into Martin, knocks the nose off of it. Let's see if Beach, what his view was like, because he got a bit of a damage. Just couldn't get it woed down. Gets a little bit of right front damage. Man. Tough break for a lot of guys there. Poor Travis, whole nose knocked off that car. Well, I guess we need to talk to Ian. We can talk to everybody else up there. This is 13 hanging out in chat. Let's see. He is. Christian DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, it looked like a bit of a misadventure heading into turn number 1 there behind Travis Martin. What was it behind the wheel? What went down there?
Yeah, I heard a USB disconnect sound. I think my pedal's stuck. And I tried to just put it on the wall and try to chastain it around, not to get into them. But yeah, unfortunate. My mic had disconnected halfway through the race, and I had to replug it in. And I just think the PC's just not wanting me to cooperate. So unfortunate. Like I said, I hate getting in the back of him like that. It's not the kind of racer I am. But luckily, he does have that fast repair. I know he's super quick, and hopefully he can get back up through the field, dude.
10-4. We'll see what happens. Good luck to you.
Yep, thank you.
It's Christian Delgado in the 13, saying he had all kinds of pedal issues and mic disconnected and tried to chastain the wall and just got a Martin first. I didn't hear all that on the replay, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. What do you miss? The 13 got into the back of Ghostman and turned him around. Jake disappointed in how things are going in the back of the field. 0% patience driving the 68 car crazy. There's the report in chat. Jake showing 10 laps down out of the race in 22nd. Cliff Mullins, after that backstretch wreck he had, he is going to be out of the race in 21st. So 20 cars left running. Those are the 20 on your scoreboard. Lowell and Montrose, your top two. So most of these drivers stay out. All the way back to Neckrich in 7th. Dan Robinson pitted under the last caution, and then this caution, Dave Hoytsman came down for fuel. Thomas Green's the first one on tires in 10th. So we'll see Hayden get the jump here. Montrose, see what he's able to do with Trenton Sneed. No clear. Delgado in 4th. You have J Munch in 5th spot, Vanderplatte 6th, Robinson Jr., then Thomas Green. Green's on those fresh tires. We'll see if he can use his Goodyears to his advantage. Power to the inside of the 21. Behind him is Dave Hoytsma holding off a swarm of bees. He's got the 8 of Ethan Evers. Ethan right in the back of him, gets the back end around. Ethan trying to hang on to it. Nice save. He's going to lose several spots, but avoids collecting any other people. Here's the 2 of Cleaver looking inside J.R. Deal, trying to get back to the top 10. Saw Cleaver have his misadventure with the Cliff Mullins machine. Been fast all night. Travis Martin, where is he? He's 16th. He still has the damage, so he sat there and took damage repair, did not take the fast repair. A little surprising. Cleaver makes his way by J.R. Deal up to the 11th spot. Now Neckrich working on Dave Hoytsman for 9th. Cleaver all hit for the highlight, man. He's going to get a good run here on the 6th, and Neckrich tucked it down to the inside. Try to get back into the top 10 with the 2. 40 laps to go from Rockingham Speedway, Rockingham, North Carolina. Hot summer day, air temp 95, track temp is somewhere in the ballpark of 137, I heard. Cleaver sails it underneath Dave Hoytsman. He'll take up that 9th spot. Thomas Green took those 4 fresh tires. He's up to 6th. We'll see. He wants it to stay green for the whole tire run here. Oh, Thomas Green into the outside wall. That's how tough this track is. That's a past champion bouncing it off the fence. I think Cody Cleaver has died again. 2 of Cody Cleaver gets the outside wall. I'm thinking he's ready to leave Rockingham. He smashes the nose of that car, and the yellow is out. Cliff Mullins did the same thing, hit the outside wall coming off turn number 2, and he's saying he's going back to late models. Can't handle the Xfinity series. There's Hayden Lowell. Out front, Ian Montrose, Trenton Steed, Christian Delgado, and Jay Munch are top 5. As we are back under yellow. I believe that's Cody Cleaver's car ahead, dragging. Yeah, that's what we heard. I think Cleaver's car taking the tow as here comes the field to the pit lane. We'll see some guys stay out like Thomas Green, who had just taken tires. Suddenly he goes from the attacker to the defender. Another one disgruntled with the lack of patience, the 37 car saying. Not having the patience out there. Hayden hits his marks. We'll watch for the race off the pit lane. Remember, Thomas Green stayed out, so you won't see that pole sitter spot filled. That is the Ghost Man hitting his box. Hayden Lowell, then the 8 of Ethan Evers, the 1 of Montrose, 81 Sneed, 13 Delgado, 69 J Munch, 41 Vanderplatte. That is the 6 of Neckrich, 79 of Hoytsma, the 9 of Deal. That's how they come off the pit lane. Then Travis Martin. Seabell won the second duel, yes. I didn't see the finish, but I looked over and saw his name with the winner. So the top 3 stay out. Thomas Green, Dan Robinson Jr., Colin Teague. This could be a disaster as those other 2 cars. It's been a minute since they were on the pit lane. 16 laps on their set. Well, Robinson went down this time, so he'll be out of the way. Colin Teague will be the one to watch on his restart. 17 laps on those tires. Hayden picked up a set of tires here. Ethan Evers fuel only. That's why the 8 gained so many spots on pit lane. Montrose tires, Sneed tires, Delgado tires, J Munch, Vanderplatte tires, Neckrich 11-second stop. I don't know if he took 2 or what there. That's not 4-tire stop though. That's either 2 or none. Dave Hoytsma tires, JR Deal tires, Travy Trav tires. Dan Robinson just topped off the tank, went to the back. He knew he was going to have old tires, thought that was the safe way to do it. Daniel Llewellyn still getting damage repair on the 23. Again, a 47-second stop in that 23 machine. Andrew Beach, a whole minute of repairs as that right side is still caved in on that 71. And Mark Dingman, last car in lead lap, the 82 rolling off the pit lane. Margison 2 laps down in 18th. Cody Cleaver 3 laps down and counting. So he sits on the pit lane in the deuce. And Downey, the last car running, in 20th. So he just goes by Cleaver up to 19th. That is our 20-car field. So Cliff Mullins is out in 21st, Jake Lawrence out 22nd, Will Asherenner out 23rd, and Jeremy Scherer out 24th. Poor Scott. Pace car should be getting out of our way, and here we go. Field works out of turn number 4. Thomas Green jumps out to the lead. He's going to try and run away. Hide from the cars with new tires as quickly the caution's back out. J Munch is around. He spun the tires into the outside wall, then bounces off his teammate JR Deal. J Munch loses the nose on the 69 Toyota. Told you those old tires are no joke, but he was on fresh ones, so I'm a little confused. Just a really hot track temp, I imagine. Gets one to get, yeah, gas and around it goes. So you can ride on board in the cockpit here. Yep, throttled up and into the outside wall it went. That is exactly what I did in Phoenix in the ARCA car. Yeah, we saw it on the first initial start, Cody. Outside line spun tires on the start, brand new tires. And J Munch has done it in the 69. Back under yellow we go. Thomas Green gets to maintain the lead. Do we have a Colin Teague hanging out anywhere? I don't think we do. Who else can we chat with? Ethan. Well, he hates when we interview him, so we might as well. Ethan, DG, you got a copy?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Well, we're currently fourth by virtue of a fuel-only stop here. You saving that last set of tires?
Yeah, I mean, I just took them, so I literally had 99%, so I
Nice.
wouldn't take another set.
You're in pretty decent set then. Pretty decent shape then.
Yep, as long as I can not die.
Yeah, well, I'm interviewing you, so you're probably going to die.
That's fair. I was going to die almost every lap, so I don't think it's your fault. It's just my fault.
Well, we're up in that 4th spot. How do we feel about trying to move forward? I know Hayden's really fast. You got Colin Teague and Thomas Green on a little bit older tires.
Thomas Green is on the same set I'm on, so...
So it's been 14 laps since you slapped tires.
Yep, so if he's faster than me, then, you know, he's just faster than me.
And Colin Teague has 7 lap older tires than you.
He's hit the wall almost every lap that I've been around him, so...
And he's still in front of you. How do you feel about that?
Yep. That's scary. Hey, it's almost like that 24 earlier, you know what I mean?
Right. If you don't know what we're talking about, I was hanging out with Ethan while he was running the Daytona 500, and yeah, he had a guy out in front of him just hit the wall about every lap all by himself at Daytona. That's impressive.
It is.
Well, what do you predict for the rest of this race? Are we going to be like green flag running, or are we going to be a lot of this yellow crap?
It's going to be a lot of yellows because everybody's going to get impatient. You know how it is. It says
Well, according to Chad, it's already impatient. Like, from the start of the race, it was impatient.
I don't know if it was like that, but because we went green pretty well.
Well, he'll have to get with Cliff Mullins and Jake Lawrence and have a discussion about that.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll have to ask them.
All right, bud. Good luck.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Ethan Evers in the 8. Let's see if we can talk to the J Much machine. Joel, DG, got a copy?
Oh God, what do you want?
I want to know if you were a little surprised by the tire spin there.
So here's what I told my team: I need to stop calling out the start for my team because all it does is makes me jump myself. So I kind of threw myself up.
Impressive.
But yeah, I was
Just...
prepared for it, but I somehow overreacted. I think it's a mental thing of me timing myself with also calling it out, and I just need to stop doing it.
Did you go 100% throttle or what?
I don't think so, but just enough that it went. Choop.
Yeah, I did that
I
at
had
Phoenix,
no
so I
chance
can't
to
say
react.
anything. You know, I don't know if you watched the ARCA race 2 weeks ago, but I did that at Phoenix, and it's a bad feeling.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably just gonna come right back down, because my wheel's all jacked up, and I feel like it's not gonna make these turns very well.
Oh goodness! All right, well, good luck nursing that car home to the end.
Yeah, thanks.
Jay mentioned that 69 car. He is the last car on lead lap. Let's see if he can nurse anything to the finish here. Thomas Green, your leader, shows an outside again. Here we go. Colin Teague this time in the 50 gets the wheel spin. He's going to be immediately under attack from Hayden All. Hayden may have passed him. That could issue a black flag there. We'll see what happens. Ethan Evers. Oof. Ian Montrose, Ethan Evers almost make contact. Ian on the charge. Trenton Sneed there as well. And there's Trenton, Delgado, Montrose, and Evers. Montrose clears to 4th. Ethan drops down in front of Trenton. 29 laps to go from Rockingham. See some smoke from up ahead. Hayden's gotten by Colin Teague. Hayden in that 2nd spot trying to run down Thomas Green. Hayden has 9 lap fresher tires, so it should be a relatively simple thing to do. We'll see if he does it. Trenton gets by Ethan here, the 81 and the 8. Just about had him cleared. I think he'll get him done here, as Delgado now goes after Evers for the 6th spot. Up ahead, Colin Teague in the wall again. The highlighter under attack from the one of Ian Montrose. Ian with the fresh tires on. Should be quick work for him here. It's Trenton in the 5th spot. Colin Teague putting up a fight on the outside in that 50. I'm a little surprised. Didn't think he'd have the car to do it. As he gets into the wall again on corner exit. Trenton Seed to his inside into turn 3. Teague drives it in deep up on the high side. It'll be side by side across the line. Trenton should have the advantage into 1. He backs up the corner a little bit. Colin Teague charges it, staying ahead of him. Trenton trying to set up the exit here. They'll drag race down the backstretch. Trenton drifting up the hill there in the corner entry to 3, and that gives Colin Teague the position back. Ethan Evers going to try to attack in the 8 car. Ethan kind of knows Trenton's been a little bit quicker than him, so he doesn't jump for the pass. Delgado in 7th, Vanderplat's 8th, and here comes Travis Martin back towards the front of the field in the 63. He had that unfortunate incident with Delgado. As he works to the inside of the 41. Vanderplat's up the hill. The 6 cars disappeared. Now Travis Martin behind the car that punted him, going into the same corner. We'll see if Travis is feeling a bit vengeful or not. It's not usually his style, but it's worth a talking point here and there. Travis does the gentlemanly thing, gets to the inside, does not make contact. Trenton, meanwhile, working on Colin Teague. We were just making sure we didn't have fireworks back here. As Trenton takes over the 4th spot from Teague. Ethan Evers set the new battle with the highlighter as Travis Martin's heading to the front. He's up to 7th. And here comes the Ghost Man into the picture. Pink, black, and purple. 63. He gets to the inside of Evers. Evers pinned in behind Teague. Ethan hits the wall. Fortunately, just misses the back bumper of Travis. My goodness, that could have been game over for Travis Martin as he's pushing through the field up to that 5th spot. 23 laps to go. Hayden Law closing in on race leader Thomas Green while we watch all this. And Travis completes the fast on Colin Teague. Now Ethan Evers probably wants to get by Colin. Ethan's car dancing all over the place off of corner 2. Ian hanging there in 3rd. Here is the battle up front. Green and Lowell. 21 laps to go. Lowell just kind of stalking him right now. Heard Hayden say the long run is his friend, so I think he's settled in, taking his time. He'll probably make a push with 10 to go or so. It's like Delgado's gotten by Teague, as has Evers. Now Vanderplat's trying to move up a spot, take over the 8th position. It's Colin Teague dropping back on those older tires. You have Andrew Beach, Daniel Llewellyn, 10th and 11th. J.R. Deal, 12th. Dave Hoisma, Mark Digman, Dan Robinson Jr., Zach Martinson, Cody Cleaver. I think the Neckrich machine has fallen out of the race by virtue of a disconnect. Battle for the lead. Thomas Green, Hayden Lowell. Green has the outside Lowell down low. And Hayden with the fresher tires able to wrap around that bottom pretty well. I think Thomas Green kind of knows he's a sitting duck, but he's going to fight for it anyway. Nothing to lose, really. He's got a bit of a gap over Montrose. He can try to give him a fight. Inside goes Thomas Green. See how high he pushes up Hayden. Hayden not bothered by it a bit. And they'll come off the corner, and Hayden will be your leader. I think he'll start to put some gap on Green now. Maybe even save tire in case of a late race caution. Montrose all by himself, then Trenton and Ghostman. Ghostman is storming back through the field. Long green flag run's been pretty good for the Ghostman. Up from 12th to 5th. He stalks the back of that 81. And our 8 caution waves. Oh my, this changes things. It's like maybe Margerson. Let's see. Oh yeah, Margerson and Llewellyn. Zach's inside Daniels. Zach gets in there hot. You saw the brakes lock up, and then he goes into the 23. We'll watch that one again. You see him on the brakes hard, just couldn't get it woed down, gets into Daniel. At least the cars are okay. They're 13th and 16th respectively, still out there on the lead lap. Well, I say that, Margerson's 1 lap down. Daniel's on the lead lap. See him off throttle, but just couldn't stay off the 23. That one look we had with the TV1 cam. I think it was TV2 actually. You can actually see that wheel lock up before he hits Daniel. We couldn't reverse here. Just couldn't stay off of him. And both drivers, I tell you, do a pretty good job of saving that, as do J.R. Deal and Dave Hoytsma avoiding it. Let's take a cockpit here as almost everyone pits except for Dan Robinson Jr. Let's see who pits and who stays out. Pretty sure Dan Robinson, the only lead lap car to stay out. Thomas Green on the pit lane, as is everybody else. Looks like 4 tires for everybody. This will be an advantage for Ian Montrose. We don't have a full run to go here, and Montrose is always a short run kind of guy, so we keep an eye on that High Rock Chevy. There he is in the 1. He's usually pretty good on a short run. Thomas Green gave Hayden Lowell all kinds of fits in a short run. But now Hayden doesn't have to save tires, so we'll see what he's able to do in a short run situation. Vanderplatz has stayed out. Actually, no, he took fuel or tires, or 2 tires, one of those 2, because it's an 8.8 second stop for this 41. We'll see if Sam's hanging out in chat anywhere, but he is throwing the dice, and this could be disastrous. I mean, big time disastrous. They were spinning the tires on new tires. Now we got worn out, at least 2 worn out tires in this 41, if not 4. Robinson, as he did last time, pits the second time around. He wants to go to the back of the field. So the only one staying out is this 41. Well, I say stayed out. He came down the pit road. An 8.8 second stop in the box. It's usually indicative of a fuel stop. Could be 2 tires. Well, why would you take 2 here? So I think maybe he was out of tires. And he has decided to hell with it. He's going to roll the dice, stay up front, and see what happens. Most of us can tell you what's probably going to happen. But we shall see. Don't have Sam in chat. Let's see if we can talk to Ian. Ian, DG, got a copy?
Yes.
How nervous are you with that 41 car up there?
Squeaky butt moment here. I really hope he just can wash up into Hayden.
I mean, being honest has its virtues, right?
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I'm worried about getting S-packed here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, you expect the best, but he's driving a Crocs car, so who knows?
I mean, are they comfy or are they comfy?
I don't know. I've never once worn them, and I never will, so...
What if it was like a dare and you won like a lot of money doing it?
No.
Not even for $1 million?
Not even for $1 million.
Jeez. All right, there you go. Good luck, bud.
Take care.
For $1 million, breaking news, Ian Montrose would not wear Crocs. Oh, good times. I love this league. There goes the pace car. Vanderplatz, your leader. We'll see if he spins them. Looks like he's getting them down pretty clean. Did not spin the tires. Vanderplatz out into the lead. We'll see how long he holds it. Hayden's going to try to charge and take the lead away immediately, which is the right move. We'll see if he can get off the corner. And there you go. Hayden Lowe going to go back to the lead. Vanderplatz holding up Ian Montrose. Montrose tucks in behind Thomas Green in the 3. Green goes from 4th to 2nd around the outside of Vanderplat. Vanderplat keeps it down low. Lets the cars on the fresher tires. Powerbomb on the outside. Ghostman trying to rebound. As Vanderplat sends it in there. Gets into Ian Montrose. Loses the back end. He hangs on to it. Montrose had to have a pucker moment there. My goodness, Vanderplat did a fantastic job really not to wreck it worse after they made contact. Montrose has the Ghostman on his heels. Let's see where the 63 decides to put his car. Jump on board. with the Ghost fan, that beautiful race car. On the back bumper of the one of Montrose, you see up front Thomas Green fading a little bit from Hayden Lowell. 3/10 is the gap. Let's see if he can close that down. It's the top four, work through 3 and 4. You hear the undulations. Oh, Montrose smacks the wall. The one car trying to save it after that. Hangs on to the race car, but man, oh man. That is not how you're supposed to come off turn number 4. Travis Martin gets gifted the 3rd spot. Check in on our top 2. Hayden keeping it right about 3/10. Pulling away ever so slightly. Thomas Green, Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Christian Delgado, Trenton Sneed. Trenton trying to crack the top 5 here. At a track that I know he hasn't sounded like much of a fan of while we were listening to him in practice. Delgado gets way out of shape. Trenton dives to the inside, but not able to get alongside. Ethan Evers right there in 7th. Trying to make a good night here, good points night. Daddy Dave in 8th, J.R. Deal in the top 10, running 9th, and Vanderplaat still in the top 10, even without the fresh tires, but he's still under attack. Mark Dingman, Daniel Llewellyn are there to take it away. Here's your gap up front, almost a half second now. Really the best battles going to be Trent Seed, Delgado, and Evers. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Also have Dave Hoytsman, J.R. Deal, Vanderplaat, Dingman, and Llewellyn. This is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th all grouped up together. Got a few battles going on. See what Trenton and Ethan are able to do with the 13 of Delgado. Delgado protecting the bottom there. Came off the corner really low. Now Trenton peeks the nose down there. Hayden was expecting to be at a party. He said he probably wasn't running tonight, and here he is winning. So, you know, it's Hayden doing Hayden things. Well, welcome in, Zariah. Sorry you missed most of the race. Right now we're watching the battle for 5th, as everything else is spread out a little bit. Travis Martin's run down Thomas Green. It's the battle for 2nd, but we're watching Trenton try to put on the moves here for that 5th spot. Oh, Trenton, big slide off turn number 2. That'll give Ethan Evers the 6th spot. Now we'll see if Ethan can do anything with Delgado. Check back in on Travis. He's running 3rd right behind Thomas Green. And there's our 9th caution. J.R. Deal in the 9 from 9th spot. Has gone around. Daniel Llewellyn looks like makes contact with J.R. Deal. Daniel charges corner entry. J.R. Deal right there gets him in the left rear and sends him up the track. I'll have to watch that one more time on a drone from the 23, but that doesn't look very good. It's Daniel behind JR. Charges the corner and just gets him in the left rear. Kind of used JR to turn. Maybe Daniel didn't expect him to drop down that far. But we go to overtime. Thomas Green gets to reel back in Hayden Lowell. Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Delgado, your top 5. Ethan Evers, Trenton Sneed. See if we can chat with Mr. Hayden, see what his thoughts are. So we bring him in the booth. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going good. I hope you did not hear what I just said.
No, all I heard was hi.
Perfect.
You're good. Well, you probably didn't want that green white checker to come out, but here we are. You did okay on the short run there on Thomas. I don't know what he has left in the tank. Don't know what you have left in the tank, but we're about to find out. How do we feel about holding off for the win?
Feel pretty good. Just don't spin the tires, and you kind of get a big enough gap here to kind of hold them off. I think my tires are a little better than Thomas. Looked like he kind of burned them up and fell back to Travis. I was kind of saving, kind of knowing this green-white checker scenario was going to happen. So, not an SRL race without a green-white checker apparently this season. So,
feels like it.
Save some stuff and just get a good restart. Don't spin the tires, and I think we can put this car in a good enough position to hold off Thomas.
So what you're saying is I need to triple dog dare you to go full throttle on a restart.
I'll go for a throttle. I will just be in third gear.
Nice. Okay, what I need to do is triple dog dare you to be in second gear. Full throttle.
I'll be okay. Okay, I was gonna say I can do second gear. I've been doing second
it's
gear all
yeah,
night.
it's second or full throttle in third. Take your pick. Can't have both.
I'll do second and modulate the throttle versus third full throttle. So, yeah, we'll see here. I'm glad to see Travis is back up here.
Yep.
Sounds like he's had an up and down night.
Yep, he's
C2X not
rebounded to
having a
third.
good night, so C2X is not having a good night. Very frustrated drivers over there in the C2X stable. So,
If we're speaking mostly specifically about the 37.
the 37 and the 71. It sounds like Andrew Beach has hit everything but the hot dog stand. Just left to go do that. It looks like so.
Hot dogs are delicious.
They are,
we have
especially Martinsville hot dogs.
We have a message from chat. One of your biggest fans would like to tell you Hayden sucks.
This is true.
Can you guess who it was without looking?
Z?
Yep.
I figured. I figured.
Good times.
Good times.
Well, is this better
I'm
than
gonna
a...
take the top. Why? Should I take the top or the bottom?
I mean, Thomas has been taking the top every restart.
I will take what you tell me to take.
Take third row.
Of the front row.
Third row's all I want you to take.
Well, too bad. You haven't picked it a solid enough.
Matt Benke says top. Does that count?
Nah, it was too late.
Too late, Matt. Sorry. So do you actually like restarting on the bottom then, huh? There you go. I'll give you the top.
There we go. See, yeah, totally fine. Ethan Evers told me across the radio to take the top, so I'm like, you know what? That's enough people.
There you go. Perfect.
So, you were saying something and I totally ignored it.
I don't think I said anything after go back to the third row and see what you begin with.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm sure this might not be the only attempt, so.
Too sorry. Maybe we'll talk to you again. Okay, bye.
We'll see. Bye, Chris.
Hayden Lowell, leader is taken top as drivers in the race and in our Twitch chat have demanded so. Interactive racing here. We gotta love it. Hayden to the top. Thomas Green on the bottom. Pace car is off. Green flag is out in 3, 2, 1 now. Hayden gets a huge jump. Maybe he'll take the top more often now as Montrose nearly clears the 3 of Thomas Green. My goodness, what a restart Hayden got there. Battle is on for second. Thomas Green, Ian Montrose, Travis Martin is there. Further in the back, it looked like they were going 3 wide. Fortunately, they decided not to do that. Thomas fighting Montrose on that inside line hard. Montrose hanging tough. At the line, that was green, but we got one more lap to go. White flag in the air. Hayden Lowell well out in front. We're watching this battle second on back. Oh my gosh, Montrose off the corner, gets into the door. Thomas Green, they charge into turn number 3. Travis Martin looking for an opening. The Ghost Man trying to make his Ford Mustang get in on this battle. Hayden Lowell's going to win the race. Then we have Thomas Green, Ian Montrose, Travis Martin in that order. Second, third, and fourth. Ethan Evers picks up 5th. Hayden Lowell in the Napa Chevy gets the win. So we were having way more fun watching the battle from second on back. That was good fun. Good fun indeed. Ghostman gives his dues to 56. If we can get Montrose, Green, Lowell, and the hell with it. We're going to interview Travis too, because that was fun. Go grab Travis right now before he disappears. Trav, DG, got a copy?
Oh.
Hello, nice Kyle Larson there. We brought it home 4th in one wild battle there. How was it?
That was good, man. I started running a bit hot there after the incident and then lost my way a little bit, but we got back up here, so it's all right. Good to salvage a P4 out of that.
Well, there you go. Nice P4 run tonight. Oddly getting in our 4th place driver tonight, but man, that just looked like too much fun not to. Great
yeah, it
finish.
was a crazy run there at the end, dude. I couldn't do anything. I thought about taking it 3 wide on the very last corner, but
I saw you think it.
It wasn't going to turn out good.
I literally saw you think it. Like I could see your thinking.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. I made it pretty obvious. I'm sure.
Well, it was a good time. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout outs for us tonight.
Yeah, dude. We got the 10 Tense Boys. Love y'all's faces. 1023graphics.com, simrapmarket.com, dgsracing.com. And your lovely face, Mr. DG Swiss, for the broadcast, dude. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
Thoughts on 13 incident, the first one?
You know,
He said his pedals disconnected. I don't know if you could tell something like that or not.
I don't know. Whatever. It's racing, man. I don't, try not to hold on to grudges or nothing, but you remember a few things, man. Maybe a little bump or two here or there. We'll see. Might make it interesting.
It looked like you gave him a few less inches of room the next time you got around him. So I mean, it seems you voiced your displeasure in a courteous way.
Well, I'm not gonna go out there and take somebody out of the race purposefully. That's just distasteful and unbecoming of a gentleman.
You hear that, Cliff? All right, well, we bring it home fourth. Hope you got a good time, and we'll let you get back to your team chat. Good luck.
Love your face.
Travis Martin, bringing it home P4. Let's find Ian Montrose in the 1. Is he actually in the waiting room? He is. What a good boy. Ian, I am just so damn proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Travis a little bit, but
I mean, that's not why I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for being in the waiting room.
Oh well, I follow what I'm supposed to do sometimes.
Occasionally, when it suits you.
Occasionally, yeah.
Well, we got a top 3 out of it, and looked like it was one hell of a finish there at the end. How much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun all night. Very challenging. The car was plowing a lot, but no, it was good all night. I was just, after the first 10 laps, it was quite difficult to keep it off the outside barriers. So, but no, had
I was
fun.
going to say, these late race cautions were like perfect for you because you had a lot of short run speed and then kind of burned the tires up. But the short run set up for you here at the end with the short 15 lap run to the finish, and you're able to pull off that third place. Good job.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Like I say, I feel bad for Travis a little bit because he, Hayden took the outside line like halfway down the backstretch, but yeah, no, I mean you got to take your opportunities, right? And we did, and I tried very hard to keep it next door to Thomas so it wouldn't give Travis an opportunity to take me over. But yeah, you take your opportunities when you can, and yeah, just had fun racing with everybody. It was good.
Yeah, 4, hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts.
I'd like to thank the wife, even though she was traveling. Wish her a happy Valentine's Day for the other day. I'd like to thank my teammate Cody, yourself for broadcasting, Cody Brown for putting on the league, the sponsor, John Garrett and Fort Worth Screen Printing. Appreciate them sponsoring the league. And thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. It was fun.
All right, and let me know if you need me to get the decals on your car because I noticed you don't have them.
I totally realized halfway through the race that I hadn't done that yet, so I need
Like you remember to thank the
get
sponsor. Now let's put it on the car.
Totally happy to shout him out, but I will not put it on the. No, I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out for next week. Yeah.
It's it for bud. All right, congrats on that P3, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care, DG. Have a good one.
That is the one of Ian Montrose, bringing it home in P3. Now we go grab Thomas Green into 3. Thomas, DG, got that copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, one hell of a finish for second. Hayden was kind of in his own league tonight, but you put on a whale of a show for, I don't know, about 10 laps of each run, then he would kind of disappear on you. But it looked like it was a lot of fun. This side also Chevy brings it home P2 tonight. How was it out there?
It was good. I think I went a little too aggressive on the setup adjustments to make it a little looser so I could kind of drive with the throttle more. And I think that's kind of what made me fall off. I started gaining like long run, but when short runs I wasn't going to be able to do much. But yeah, I mean it was a hell of a race. Good finish there with Ian. Good win to Hayden. I mean, yeah, Hayden was just on another level in his own league and wicked fast all day. I'm curious to see what he did with the setup, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Isn't that always the way? I always want to see what the other drivers are running. Looked like you spun the tires there on that final restart and just couldn't get hooked up. Then from then on, you just had a hell of a fight with Ian Montrose and were still able to bring it home second.
Yeah, I couldn't get any traction. Plus, I had a bad reaction time to that restart there, and then I got no traction. I had Travis up my rear end trying to get me to
up your exhaust pipes, you say?
Going, but yeah.
All right, well, bring it home P2 tonight. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs. Don't forget Anna.
Of course not. Big shout out to you for always broadcasting. Always love watching them back and putting on a good show for you guys. And big shout out to Anna for all the love and support.
10-4. Congrats on the P2 finish. We'll see you in the next one. You running an IndyCar tomorrow night?
TBD.
TBD. I missed you last week. Get back out there.
I know.
All right, bud. We'll see you in the next race.
I'll see you, man.
And now I got to go find Hayden. He's too good for the waiting room. Hayden, DG, do you have a copy?
I have a copy.
I said it all nice and William Shatner-like to make sure you at least heard one of those words.
You know what? We're figuring this stuff out. You know, you understand that I have headphone problems, and I understand that you are impatient.
Yes, both of those.
All right, perfect.
I'm just
What's
a
going
fast
on?
person with ADHD, so the longer you take, the more bored I get, and I might forget what I'm even talking about. So that's the risk we run if we go slow.
That's fair. That's totally understandable.
Exactly. All right. Well, it looked like it was an adventure out there. You had to hang on through that green white checker and still able to get it done. Brought the the Napa Chevy home. I was just going to say brought the Napa home.
Yeah, I
brought the whole
Napa
store.
home.
The whole store
Yeah,
is
the
at
whole
home
store.
now.
It's you know what, like $7 million worth of inventory. Just it's all home.
Perfect. It's at home now. If you're wondering where he is, he just admitted to a crime. He stole all your stuff and took it home.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have it recorded in multiple places, so you just go back here, hit the playback. Well, it looked like it was fun out there.
I need a hotkey for like that Discord disconnect sound.
Oh yeah, it's better than the whack.
This is true. I wonder who you could be talking about.
I don't know. Maybe it's that whack guy, Trenton.
Couldn't be.
Anyway, brought it home with the win. Looked like it was kind of smooth sailing for the most part, and then towards the end it got a little spicy, but it didn't seem to challenge you too much with those restarts. You're able to get the power down on that Chevy and disappear.
Yeah, just all the runs were just long enough to start to kind of play into my long run hands, and then we get a caution and just kind of starts the whole cycle over again. So long runs suit me a little bit more than short runs, so yeah, it definitely played in my hands a little bit, but kind of frustrating when you just start to settle down and you're like, all right, here we go, we're starting to get into a run, and then a caution comes out. You're like, well, why did I start to think we were getting into long run?
So it's your fault. Every time you thought that, we had the caution.
You know what? It is always my fault. So.
Exactly. This is the SRL meme. It's Hayden's fault.
Exactly.
No matter what it is.
Exactly. So, yeah, tires seem to hit a pretty big cliff here. So I kind of just kept them under me, and I'd watch Thomas stay in that like 3 to 6/10, and then all of a sudden it'd go from like 6 to 7 to 8 to 1 second to 1.3 to 1.6, and he'd just start falling way off the back. But like I said, we'd get that caution. So it's just proud to bring this Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, Madigan Motorsports C2X Chevrolet Camaro to victory lane finally this season. I don't think I finished the first 2 races, and finally get some luck on my side, finish a race, and we park it in victory lane.
Very good. And for all the painters out there, what's your number font?
I actually don't know exactly what it is.
Everybody knows their number font.
So I got this font from Joseph Madigan, and it was on, I think, an SS Greenlight car. And I had Luke Breitschkoff, good old Breadstick Designs, kind of make the whole number range kind of following that style. So
nice.
I believe it originated from SS Greenlight, but beyond that, I don't truly know where it came from.
It's always good to know
called. My bad.
It's always good to know the backgrounds on these. Cool.
It is. It's kind of cool, the number, the font lore.
Indeed. Well, we brought that 56 home in victory lane tonight. Appreciate you, and I think we got the friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts. But if you got any left, go ahead and throw them in there.
I'll get an angry message if I don't mention Z. Hi.
There you go. Now you avoided an angry message from Z.
Exactly. Would like to thank all the sponsors, especially Fort Worth Screen Printing, for sponsoring our Monday Xfinity League. I'd like to thank all the other sponsors over at SRL that make our 9 leagues on 6 different days go around. Would like to thank all of our admins.
Monday Xfinity League. I hope you know that.
Did I say Monday Xfinity?
You did.
Son of a bitch.
I'm real confused now. Is it Monday? Okay, I guess it is. Today's Monday, everybody.
Scrap the recording. We got to start the whole race over. Everyone do the exact same thing.
God, you think this was a low rent podcast?
Right?
All right.
For sponsoring our Thursday Xfinity League.
There we go.
And
Fort
all the
Worth
other
Screen Printing.
admins for what they do in Sidewinder.
10-4. All right, bud. Congrats on the win. We'll see you in the next race.
We'll see ya.
What do you plan on running tomorrow?
Nothing.
You're taking tomorrow off. Alrighty then.
I'm taking tomorrow off.
Points chances for everybody in all 3 series tomorrow. All right. Take care.
I think I'm gonna forego the ovals on IndyCar. We're just gonna do the road stuff.
Oh, there you go. Hayden taking a bow out of the races, so there'll be points available for other people tomorrow.
Exactly. Just happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
And if anyone doesn't get points tomorrow, they're still going to blame Hayden.
I don't know how you'd start the race and not get points. We don't really do that, but
Get
sure,
my points.
I'm game for making it my fault. Why not?
Exactly. All right, bud. Congrats on that win. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday then.
We'll see you, Swiss.
Hayden will get in the win tonight. Let's run through our final standings from the race. Good group of cars here tonight, despite the duels going on. Hayden Lowell with the win. Thomas Green, Ian Montrose, Travis Martin, Ethan Evers picking up top 5s. Good run for Ethan there. Trenton Steed, Christian Delgado, Dave Hoytsma, Sam Vanderplatz, and Daniel Llewellyn rounding out your top 10. Page 2, Mark Dingman, Zach Margison, Dan Robinson Jr., Cody Cleaver, J.R. Deal, Gatlin Downey, Jay Munch, Andrew Beach, Colin Teague, and John Neckrich, your top 20. And our final page, Cliff Mullins, Jake Lawrence, Will Asherbrenner, and Jeremy Scher. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching tonight. Also, the drivers that came out and raced, appreciate you very much. Those that had to do some admin duty in the server since Cody was away, appreciate you just picking up the slack for us. And thanks, Cody, for setting up the session. Let's go ahead, pay the bills, and get our final sponsor slides out of the way. And we can go out and raid. We have Wild Horse Broadcasting, Rev Sim Shop. They do our Monday and Tuesday dirt street stock races. Then we have... I'm frog in my throat, sorry about that. Labor 12 doing our Tuesday night truck series races. Arc Music doing our Wednesday Gen 4 Cup series. They were off this week, but they'll be back at it next week. Then we have Fort Worth Screen Printing doing the Xfinity series, which you just watched tonight. Golden Eagle Syrup, they do our Friday night Super Speedway series. Always a good time over there. And then CTC Race Network, they put on our Indy cars for us. The Indy cars on Friday nights. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate you very much. And have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.